Howdy folks, High Value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. How many of you have had a friend, one of your partners, so to speak, and you noticed that when they began seeing a woman, maybe for the first time, but being with a woman and being intimate with that woman for the first time, did you ever notice how unfocused they became? Did you ever notice how they were unable to prioritize anything else but spending time with this woman simply to have sex? That they would do anything and everything, that they would act different to procure this sexual gratification. Abstinence gave me clarity. Abstinence gave me discernment. Part of my worldview is I am a Christian, and I think with that, you cannot have sex until you are married. So I have lived my whole life that way. I have been abstinent my whole life. And so with that, I have been able to approach situations with a clear mind, with a focused mind. One that is not seeking to have dopamine surge in the reward center in my brain. It's an interesting line to follow because a man, and women too, we have desires and we have the urges given to us by God to have sex. But also when you go through a hard thing, okay, when you focus in on a goal and you suffer, so to speak, when you focus in on the gym, you get better and you're suffering. When you are so dialed in on your career, you're putting in those extra hours, you are suffering, but you are getting better. When you deny yourself of pleasure, you are able to make rational decisions 9 times out of 10. I have more money because I don't gamble, because I delay gratification. I have been able to save a lot of money. I've been able to save myself quite a bit of heartache in my life, quite a bit of emotional damage in my life, preventing emotional connections from being formed because I have not engaged in sexual activity. I've been able to see clearly the women that are in front of me. And I don't only look and see how they look, but I'm able to judge their character. I'm able to judge their family. I'm able to judge how they are with money, how they treat other people. What type of quality person is that? Back in the day when I was going on dates and I had this abstinence, this mindset, I was able to filter through all of these things that I was looking for. I was able to look right through the bowl and to see who somebody was. But if you are somebody that is just giving into corn, you know what I'm talking about. If you are just looking for that next lay, you have no ability to regulate yourself, regulate your mind. You're just going to see the first set of, you know what, you're going to see a nice figure and a body, and that's what you're going to go for. And you're going to get trapped in a relationship that is not healthy, that does not have fruit that it's going to bear. When you're able to look past all that and you can see the good qualities in a person, you're going to see who is going to be a good mother, rather than who is just going to be somebody from a corn video because your brain is so fried. Who is going to be a good mother? Who is going to be able to teach my children and pour into my children? Who is going to be able to take care of me when I am sick? And who is just in this dating situation to get the bag, so to speak? Just mind control you, get you whipped, get you wrapped around their finger, and then once you're married down the road and you have a little bit of money flowing, just to divorce and split. I think withholding, like waiting to have sex, that's probably one of the most difficult things that I have done. But it is the most rewarding thing that I have ever done, because I have been able to see clearly in so many things. And most people out there, let's be honest, most people are not going to do that. Most people are not going to follow that path, that way of thinking, because a lot of people, they don't step back and think of the pros and the cons of it. They just want the pleasure now. They want to just enjoy themselves now. And in all of those other scenarios that I spoke about, especially like finances, I've seen in my own family, people are just going broke because they weren't able to control themselves. Find what I want you to do if you're watching this video, find a quality person. But in order to find that quality person, you need to make your own self a quality person. You need to have some self-control. You need to stop going through life like a bull in a china shop, damaging and destroying everything in your path. You need to stop trying to be subversive to young women. I'm speaking to the guys here. You need to be very clear and upfront with women, because women are emotional creatures and they are going to catch feelings in one way or another. If your goal is just to hook up in this hookup culture and that's what you want to do, you need to be very clear about it. Okay? And you need to analyze why you're doing what you're doing. I believe that everybody should be able to make their own decisions, but you should at least be informed about your decision. And you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. And so if you choose that lifestyle, you need to know all of the pros, which I think that list is very, very short, because pleasure is fleeting and it does not provide joy for a lifetime. And you need to know the cons on your list, fully all written out. And then you need to go engage in whatever lifestyle you want to live. But don't be surprised if your future is less than ideal because of the decisions that you made in the past. Because they do have repercussions, and you are going to hurt people. You are going to hurt yourself, because sexual activity is not something that it is flippant. The media is lying to you. Movies are lying to you. It is not something to be taken lightly. It's not just sex. It is an emotional and spiritual connection that is taking place that I think truly is a great mystery. We don't quite understand that. And out of it comes the gift and miracle of life. It is a life-giving act. It is not one that is designed to be destructive and leading to misery and sadness and anxiety and all of these negative feelings, but it is one that it is designed by God, and it is supposed to be shared by one man and one woman, in my estimation, as I have seen what the Bible has to say. So consider abstinence. It's not easy. It's oftentimes not the cool thing to do. But I can guarantee that People out there I know are miserable because they have chosen a lifestyle that is only seeking pleasure first. It is seeking selfishness, and it is not one of self-control. So consider abstinence. It is an option for you. And there's this whole conversation about marriage. Is it worth it? Is it even still viable? And all this, that, and the third. That's a video for another day. But I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Hope I earned your subscription. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.